So Peach Patch, current time is 9:48. My kid's appointment was at 8, but I didn't get up until 8:38. And I still had to wash McIntyre hair. My face is so oily. And I got this new lip chapstick stuff. So it's extra oily from the chapstick. But I'm stopping to get them breakfast. We're about 5 minutes away from their hair appointment. So I'm stopping at McDonald's. McKay wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, but I told him no. I was like, I'm already like aggravated. I haven't seen my babies all yesterday. Y'all dad didn't come home at 2. I done overslept, so it's like I haven't pumped. I'm like really aggravated, but I'm gonna drop them off. I'm gonna stop and get them some snacks too, so they can have snacks, and drop them off and go to the hospital pump. Then after that, when they have finished, I had to pick them up, take them home. It's gonna be a long day, and it's Friday, so I know my husband leave on Friday. Can I have a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit meal?
A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit meal?
With an orange juice.
Anything else?
Yes, I want to get the McGriddle, the sausage McGriddle meal. You want the egg on it, man?
A sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle meal?
Yeah, you want egg? No, you want cheese on it?
What's the drink for that one?
Huh? Listen, I can't hear you. You want eggs and cheese or no? Okay, and for the drink, what kind of drink you want, Matt? For the drink, can I have a orange juice and then a cup of ice water on the side, please?
Anything else?
No, ma'am, that's it.
First one, no.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, these two gonna go get their snacks. I'm like, I should have made them eat breakfast at home because we got like all the breakfast sandwiches, egg bites, and I should have made them get snacks at home, but I wasn't thinking. But when I send my kids to get their hair done, unless it's Barbie, I always try to have them stuff. If it's Barbie, then I know like my kids in good hands. She's going to feed them. Barbie will be done cook the meal and everything. She's gonna make sure they got snacks. Like I don't have to worry about nothing with Barbie. But McKay wants 2-string twists, and Barbie doesn't do 2-string twists. The last time I took him to get 2-string twists at the Africans, he took it out the same day, and I was boo crying. I was so upset because, like I was just explaining, I feel like my kids don't value my time. The time I took him to get his 2-string twist, I could have had been selling my classes and stuff like that. And I just told him that about this hairdo. If he take it out, I'm gonna be so upset with him. And his next hairdo, he gonna have to drive his own car and take himself because it's inconveniencing me. It's a big inconvenience. And then I'm a little bit upset about not going to see my babies yesterday. Even though it's like, it's okay, Peaches, they got milk wood when it's saw them, but wood don't hold them. And I love holding my babies every day. I know that they need that. So today I'm a little extra emotional. I thought he would have been home by like, at least by 12. That way I could have had left by 12:30 and then still been home at like 6. But because he didn't come home until 2-something, it made it more challenging for me. So I'm just a little bit in my feelings today, but I'm gonna journal when I get to the hospital. I'm gonna pump, journal. I don't even know if I'll get to hold my babies because I don't know how long this will take, and y'all know I gotta hold them for a minimum of an hour, so I might not even hold them. But yeah. All right, Peach Patch, I just dropped off McKay and McIntyre. I'm watching them go in the house, and they know the rules. Like, I told McIntyre, don't go up nobody's steps. Even if they say you go up there to play with their kids, don't you go up nobody's steps. Stay where Gregory and McKay can see you. Even though I know this braider, I still teach my kids that no matter who house y'all go to, I don't give a fuck, family or not, we don't go play with other people's kids where our sibling, a grown-up, can't see us. And she's done my kids' hair before, and she used to do my hair. Like, I've known her for years. Shit, probably like 10 years now. But I still feel that way. I just teach my kids that, like, just because you know people don't need, you know what's going on with their kids. And child-on-child abuse is something that I've experienced myself. I don't ever want that for my kids. So, Peach Patch, now that I have dropped off Gregory, McKay, and McIntyre, I am headed to the Nicu to see the babies. And I feel frustrated. it's like I'm trying to make my husband happy, make sure he's not feeling too overwhelmed and he's still getting a break. And I'm trying to make the kids happy. They want their hair a certain way. They want to go certain places. And I'm trying to accommodate them. And then I'm still trying to be there for the twins in the NICU. I have 9 kids total now. And that's 9 kids that I have to make happy, plus my husband. Meanwhile, it feels like there's nobody trying to make me happy. Nobody's considering the fact that I had 2 babies less than 2 weeks ago. Nobody is considering the fact that I had a C-section, like my stomach was cut open and babies were taken out. And I know it's because I'm so strong. I always put on my strong face and just get to it. But today is one of those moments, you okay, buddy, where I am frustrated about it. I feel very angry with my husband, even though I said, okay, I'm going to give him a break and let him go out on a Thursday because I'm good. The baby's got milk. For him to be inconsiderate and not come home to 2-something in the morning, it kind of pissed me off. I thought he would be like more considerate and be like, let me get home and hold him. I mean, so she could go hold him. Like, I know that's important. I also feel upset with him because, as you all know, he tried to sleep with my other hair braider. So even in this situation, I can't even ask him, hey, can you drop the boys off to get their hair braided, or can you pick them up, because he's not trustworthy. And it's making me angry. I'm thinking about all of the things that he's done to me over the years and all of the things that I've tolerated, especially when it comes to the infidelity, from him sleeping with the kids' teacher's aide to trying to sleep with the hair braider, and this new situation with the condom wrapper in his truck while I'm pregnant. Clouded. Anytime I have trash, I've been grabbing it. I know some of you might be, you should do that anyways. Well, I wasn't doing it, so now I am. I'm so excited to go see my babies, but I'm not going to hold them right away. I'm going to make sure I pump and all that stuff first, and make sure I journal so I can, like, calm down. We got to make it through security. All right, Peach Patch, we successfully made it through security. Now we're going to head to the NICU. Current time is 11:02. That means baby A is eating and then baby B eats at 12. All right, Peach Patch, we are here. Here's baby B. He is so heavy. He sleeps so good. It's like he must smell me. Look at him. This the one that got out of this yesterday. They say he climbed out of this, scooted to this. Like, get me out of here. The doctor said it was so funny. He like, I know my mama here. Let me see. Before I start pumping, we're gonna go check on baby A. I'm already starting to feel a little bit more calm, and they still have enough milk. So that makes me very happy. She said I even got milk in the milk room. So I'm like, okay, cool. All right, Peach Patch, now we're gonna go look at baby A. There go my big guy. Look at that big baby. Hey, mama man. Aww. He's so big compared to his brother. Hey. All right, let me pump so I can do skin to skin. I'm actually about to change into my gown. And like I previously stated, I try to keep my area super clean because it just makes the transition of coming here easier. All right, Peach Patch, I have 3 bottles filled to the top with breast milk. So I'm super happy about that. We already have enough milk to last more than 24 hours, so we're really in the green. That took a lot of stress off of me. So here's all 3 bottles. All right, Peach Patch, this milk is delivered, and now we're gonna do skin to skin with baby A. Well, Peach Patch, my lips are doing so much better. This new lip gloss I got is making it like peel, but it's peeling where it don't hurt. It's like every couple of minutes it just start to peel off. I'm like, oh my God, I'll show it to you guys when I go back. But Phenomenal's doctor, one of the doctors that helped save his life, she just came here to see me. She's on as, I don't know the correct term, but she's like replacing the normal doctor while she's off. And she was like, I said, she like, and I was like, I remember you. She was like, I remember you. She was like, how's Phenomenal champion? And we were talking. And then she was just telling me how good the babies are doing and how beautiful my kids are. And we're just chit-chatting, and she was telling me about the plans. But both boys are doing exceptionally well. I'm super grateful. And then everybody was talking about, she was talking about, everybody said the same thing I say, where baby A is the rowdy one, crunk crunk, versus baby B. He's so chill, so calm, so sweet. Their personalities are so different from each other. I can't wait to have both of my babies together in my shirt and just at home and out and about, just looking at them grow. Wood keeps saying, I wonder how Phenomenal gonna fit in with the babies. Like, how you gonna act? If I'm gonna have to hold him more, I'm gonna have to hold the babies while you hold him. And I honestly feel like Phenomenal is gonna be a phenomenal big brother. I think he's gonna be very protective. I think he's gonna help me. I don't think Wonderful is gonna be that helpful. Wonderful is at this stage where he just want to be left alone, and he's telling me no more. Like, he's practicing his self-advocacy skills, and I don't think he's going to be helping with no babies. But everybody else is super excited, except, I would say, Gregory McKay, kind of like, girl, whatever, and Wonderful. Them would be the two I would say they're not going to be interested. But Choice, amazing, especially amazing. Amazing, McIntyre, and Gorgeous, super excited. Phenomenal, I think he's gonna do well. But we've just been doing skin to skin. I told the nurse, she went on her lunch break. She was like, do you want me to put them back? And I said no. Since I missed yesterday, I'm gonna just hold both babies for as long as possible. Even if that means holding baby A for as long as possible and then leaving, go picking up the boys from their hair appointment, and then taking them home and then coming back and holding baby B. Now, it is Friday. My husband goes out every Friday night for Daddy's Night Out. He did leave Thursday, but I know my husband. I still assume he's going to leave tonight. If he doesn't leave tonight, I would be shocked. But I do still plan on coming back. Right now, it's only 1:24 p.m. So even if the boys' hair finish at 3, I could get them, take them home, and come back by, I'll say, 5. And then I'm trying not to lick my lips, Lord, because that make it worse. You're not supposed to lick them if you having lip problems like me. Don't lick them. Just keep putting on the lip balm. But even if so, I could make it back here at 6, and then I could hold baby B from like 6 to 8. I could have Wood drive over here with the kids, and I could switch with him. I'll take the kids because he's going to be coming into Tampa anyways. And then we'll go about our business. Choice also asked me to take him skating. Choice been asking for a lot of things. Go, Choice. But he was like, I want to go skating. He told me that last night. And I was like, I'm going to take you skating. So I could take them skating tonight, too. That way they still get out the house. I try my hardest to make everybody in my family happy. And sometimes it does lead to me feeling neglected because all of them are happy, but who's making Peaches happy? Nobody, right? Peaches gotta make herself happy. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes that does take a toll on me. Like last night, I was so mad at my husband. He didn't call me all day. I didn't talk to him none last night. I was just like, why am I with this man? Like, even though I told him he could go out, to not be considerate and be like, I'm gonna come home so she could take the kids, she could hold the babies, or to not just hold him, or to not say, hey, I'm gonna take the boys to get their hair done so you can go to the hospital. Like nothing, no kind of solution. It just made me like, I don't like this man. So today, I don't like my husband. And I know we on an emotional roller coaster. Peaches, 1 minute you like him, next minute you hate him. 2 seconds later, you in love, yep. I feel all of these different emotions based on his actions. I do, I won't lie. So I haven't spoken to him all day. Even this morning when I left, no words. So Peach Patch, I was holding baby A for about 3 hours. We enjoyed ourselves. It was at least 2 hours, 45 minutes. We enjoyed ourselves. We made up for yesterday. Now I got to hold baby B. But I was like, dang, the boy's hair probably finished. No, she's still on McIntyre hair. McIntyre is up there jumping out the chair, crying. I'm like, he just had cornrows. Your cornrows, you didn't do all that. for some 2-string twists. This is just twists don't even hurt. Listen. So what I'm gonna do, that gives me more time because she hasn't even did Gregory hair, and Gregory got thick long hair. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get me lunch. I'm finally like in a mood to eat. I'm gonna eat some Taco Bell. It's up the street. It's about 5-minute drive. So it's gonna take me about 15 minutes. I'll give myself an hour. I'm gonna give myself an hour to go get food, eat my food, come back, pump, because then it'll be 4 hours since I last pumped, and then we'll hold baby B until the boy's hair is done. My husband still hasn't called me, and I ain't called him. See how my lips feeling? It's the little lip balm. It really works. Like, it don't hurt peeling off. Oh my God, my lips feel so good. I know they look disgusting, but hey, it's a part of life. Sometimes you're gonna have issues with your lips, your face, whatever. I ain't finna hide it. It's just a part of life. All right, I had to park far. The hospital super crowded today. It's Friday. A lot of people had babies, a lot of visitors. We're gonna go up the street to Taco Bell. And then I just talked to McKay. McIntyre is up there cutting up. He got one last twist and he doing the most. Greg should have got his hair done first. Like, I dropped him off at 10:30. I was so late. My appointment was at 8. I know she like, girl, I ain't never doing your kids hair again, girl. You was late. You was 2.5 hours late and your kid finna cut up like this. Yeah, it's a no for me. So, Peach Patch, once I made it downstairs, I got into Gregory McKay's car and I headed down Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard so that I can go get lunch. I could have went to Checkers since it was right next door to the hospital, but I really don't want to eat that. Right across the street from St. Joseph's Women's Hospital is St. Joseph's Main Hospital. Now, the street that I'm driving on is called Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, and now they have a lot of little health clinics. They have a Tampa Family, a Tampa General Urgent Care, which I thought was like crazy since St. Joseph's is right across the street. But TGH been popping up everywhere. I hate Tampa General Hospital. I try my hardest to go to St. Joseph's for everything instead of Tampa General. Now, I'm mad that Boston Market is now closed down because, ooh, I would have loved me some Boston Market macaroni and a cream spinach. Comment down below if you guys still have a Boston Market where you live. I believe all the Boston Markets in Tampa, Florida are now closed. I thought about it. I said, let me just grab gas right now. Then I won't have to worry about it later if I'm running late. 7-Eleven has officially become my favorite gas station. I no longer go to Wawa. I just filled up Gregory McKay's car. It took $36.19. You got to bear with me with these lips because I'm going to keep coming to work. And I ain't wearing no face mask. I could barely breathe last time. But what I was going to say. So when I head home, I could just jump in the car and go. Whenever Gregory McKay them say their hair done. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go get my Taco Bell. It's literally the next parking lot over. It's my favorite fast food restaurant. But I got my taco. I'm parked at the hospital. I'm gonna eat in the car. I just don't want to be around people. I can't eat in the baby's room, and then the hospital's super busy, so I'm gonna assume there's people in the NICU. There's a bunch of people in the cafeteria. I don't want to be around nobody, and I don't feel like driving to a park. Peach Patch. So I just made it back inside of the hospital, and I'm feeling good. I really took my time and ate, and I was just alone. I edited a video, and then I start looking at videos about inner child healing and things like that because I seen a video today that triggered me. You guys may have seen my response to it. Basically, it was a video of a mom and her 2 pretty daughters, and they had on pink pajamas. And the mom caption was basically saying how her daughters don't have to get a job at 15. All they gotta do is let her make the money and look pretty or whatever. And my inner child just went to weeping. I'm talking about gushes of tears. And then even in the video that I edited, it was triggering for me because it was the scene where I was getting off the interstate and I was telling people like, oh, I used to work at that KFC and how my husband used to have to pick me up. At that time, I was 17. I had got pregnant with McKay and stuff, a senior in high school. But my mom literally would not pick me up from work ever. I even remember and I'm getting emotional about it. I remember a time where me and Wood had broken up. My husband and I was 17, he was 19. But we had broken up, so of course he's not going to pick me up from work. And I called my mama, and I asked my mama to come get me. And she said no. So then I had to have this other boy that I knew, that I talked to, pick me up from work. And then the next night, he didn't pick me up from work. He had got into some trouble and couldn't come get me. And then so happened Wood walked in and he took me home. But my mama never took me home from work. But when I would get paid, she would literally, my brother Edward would literally come to KFC and she would get some of my money from my check, like $300. And I already wasn't making much money. So it's like my inner child is just fragile right now, you know? And I want to soothe her. And so I was looking at videos on how to heal my inner child today. And there was just one video that stuck out stating like, just do the things that your inner child liked. When you were young, what was it that you liked to do? And of course, I like to journal. I do have my journal with me today. I haven't written in it. And then another thing I like to do was play with dolls. And I'll never forget when I was 12 years old, my mama literally came in my room. I was sitting on the floor playing with my baby dolls. And she was like, you too big to be playing with dolls. You act like you fucking retarded. You a stupid ass. You need to have a fucking boyfriend. And she took all my dolls and threw them in the garbage. And it's like those experiences in the inside, it hurt, you know? And so for me right now, when I finish doing this, I will be going to buy me some dolls. I'm going to buy me some Barbies. And I'm just going to sit and I'm going to play with my Barbies on my balcony when all my kids go to sleep. Just to heal that girl on the inside of me. But I also know that's why I struggle so bad with my gambling addiction. Because I feel like nobody loved me. Besides my great-grandma Merle. Nobody loved me growing up, you know? My parents didn't love me. That's the way I feel. Remember when we're looking at children, ages 0 to 8 is the most important. So for me, ages 0 to 8, I didn't have loving, present, affectionate, kind parents. My mama didn't start being nice to me until she got with my stepdaddy, Lynch Mob. And that's why I love that man. I love that man so much. I'm so grateful for Lynch Mob, forever grateful for Lynch Mob. But for me, that part of my life was difficult. So you like, if you study like childhood trauma and psychology, which I do, I read, a lot of books on the subject. I talk about my own experience on the subject. I watch videos on the subject. I really want to be a childhood trauma therapist, but I don't want to go back to college. I fight with that thought often. I be like, girl, you could just go back to school and get your degree. By now, you could have had it. I've been on YouTube for 4, going on 5 years. I could have had it by now. Then there's the other part of me like, girl, I am not going back to school. I'm not doing that. I don't want to go back to college. I'm not doing that. So I be battling that thought. Remember, though, the month of January is the month for me to stop being indecisive and just decide. We either going to go back to college or we're not going to go back to college. Let's just pick, okay? But anyways, back to what I was saying. It's just like a lot of parts of me. I still feel that way, you know? And I would never do that to my children. Like, Choice could play with Teddy, have Teddy for as long as he wants. And I always feel bad for when Wood broke Lily and I did nothing. You know, versus Teddy, I'll fuck a bitch up about Mr. Teddy. Nobody better not touch my baby teddy bear, you know? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm about to journal, though. When I journal, I'll have, you know, more clarity with my feelings. But I know how I feel. And, excuse me, and people always tell you, like, oh, you need to grow up. I was reading my comments. It was like, you need to grow up. You got a lot of children. You need to let stuff go. You need to forgive. It's like, no, I am a grown adult. But you're still going to have things that trigger you into thinking about your childhood. I process the feelings. I talk about them. I feel the emotions. And I keep going. I don't stay stuck and let it ruin my whole day where I can't get out of this feeling and it cripples me. I deal with it. I process the emotion. I figure out what I need to do for myself to help me with it, and I deal with it. Patch, I am back at the hospital in the NICU. I changed back into my gown, but I'm about to take it off while I breast pump. Current time is 5 p.m. exactly. My goal is to pump from 5 to 5:30, and then, well, by the end of 5:30, I don't know if I'm gonna go the whole 30 minutes or just 15 or 20. Typically, I do between 15 and 20. But between 5 and 5:30, pump, wash the bottle, wash the stuff, sterilize it, and then hold the baby from 5:30, or maybe 6, because he eats at 6, but I'm gonna try to get him early at 5:30 if his nurse is available. From 5:30 all the way until at least 7:45. I have my class from 7 to 7:45. If Gregory them here get finished anytime after 6, they're just out of luck. Like anytime from now on, they're out of luck. I'm not leaving here until 8 o'clock. So Gregory them just gonna be waiting on me, or their daddy gonna have to go get them, because when we do skin to skin, we gotta do it for an hour minimum. And then my class is from 7 to 7:45, so I have to sit still so I can teach. And I do have my laptop with me. I may call and check on them. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me be decisive. I'm gonna call and check on them, see how far ahead they are with their hair. Because another solution is I could pump now and at 5:30 leave, and then head to pick them up. I would make it to them at 6 or 6:05, and then I should be able to make it home by 7 and literally drop them off, go do my class, and then I would either have to come back or just let Wood come and hold the baby tomorrow, which isn't ideal. I could have been back here sooner, but I was sitting in the car eating, and then I was sitting in the lobby just now, like processing my feelings and journaling, because I was triggered today, and I already was feeling away with my husband, and now I have my mother wound bothering me as well. So I'm dealing with my own inner child, and I still have to go be a parent, and I'm still dealing with this marriage as well. Life is so complex, but it's so simple. But I'm gonna work through all of these different emotions that I'm feeling. Journaling gives me clarity, and then when I write out like a plan, it gives me more confidence. And when I actually start working that plan, I feel any better. So let me go ahead and set my breast pump up while I call McKay. We'll do both together. Patch, I just talked to Gregory McKay. His hair is almost done. So we're gonna go ahead and do my plan B. We're going to pump, which I'm doing now, just started. We're gonna pump, leave this milk for the babies. I already know they're good for beyond 36 hours. So they might be having enough milk for 2 days. Once I do this, hopefully we can fill up both bottles. And then we're gonna pick up Gregory and McKay, drop them off at home. And depending on if Wood wanna leave or not, will determine if I can come back and be with the babies. My husband has not called me all day. I have not called him all day. We're just like not talking to each other. At current time is 5:27. I had to stop pumping if I'm gonna make it home so I could sit still at 7 to teach my class. I did end up getting about 65 mLs. That's enough for 2 bottles. We're gonna leave it. We gotta take what we could get. I'm not happy about it, but because I haven't been pumping like I should, I'm not gonna make as much milk. If I do this, like if I pump every 4 hours in 2 days, I'll have more milk. So I just got to get on my schedule. I do have about 5-week grace period, but at this point a 4-week grace period remaining to build up milk supply to like commit to a schedule. And I'm going to have my breast pumping schedule down on Sunday. At current time is 5:35 p.m. I have washed my breast pump and turned in my breast milk. Steam it, but I'll do that when I come back, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. I did not beat at all. Try to do that tomorrow, but let me hurry up and hey my baby, my boys. So Peach Patch, after saying see you later to baby A and B it was time to go pick up Gregory McKay and McIntyre from their hair appointment. At the current moment, I'm feeling very emotional. I'm feeling angry with myself, angry with my husband. I'm angry because I feel like this man don't love me. He's inconsiderate. And I continue to stay and put up with it. 19 years of my life with this man. And I've stayed through the worst of the worst. Things that I shouldn't even smile at him for. I'm still here. And I continue to try to love him and be kind to him. And what am I getting in return? That's how I feel. I'm upset with myself about it. But I refuse to quit showing up for my kids. No matter what, brokenhearted, angry, hurt, I'm going to continue to show up for all 9 of my kids to the best of my abilities. I know like I got to get my shit together. Not only in my relationship, but my shit within me. I have to conquer this gambling addiction. Because if not, I could easily hire a nanny. You know, I could easily have a vehicle big enough for all 9 of my children. So I have to conquer this, not just within this marriage, but my own personal battles, my own personal struggles of feeling like nobody loves me outside of my kids. I gotta, get this in order, get my life back in order. Anywho, I'm hoping that I make it in time to pick up the kids and make it home. Right now, we're looking good. The interstate is flowing nicely, and then boom, traffic jam. Here is the adversity. It's 6:07 p.m. My house is about 45 minutes away. I'm like, oh my goodness. Now I don't think I'm going to make it with this traffic. And I could be emotional about it. I could get frustrated. But I use my wisdom. And I breathe in and out and just think of a new solution. If I can't make it home in time, all I'm going to do is go to Starbucks. I used to go to Starbucks and teach classes anyways. Let McCadam sit inside of Starbucks. I'll sit outside of Starbucks. I do have a jacket, and I'll teach this class. I always show up to my classes. No excuses. I don't care what I'm going through within myself, within my marriage, or with my children. I show up. We live, if I was to let Gregory McKay drive home so I could teach in the car, one, he's going to need my assistance because he still isn't a super confident driver, and that'll be a longer distance. He's never drove that long of a distance. And number 2 would be certain parts is no internet. So in my husband's truck, he has Wi-Fi versus in Gregory McKay's car, there's no Wi-Fi. So if we hit those spots that don't got internet, my class will be messed up. So I'm just going to have to go sit at Starbucks for 45 minutes. This is where being solution-based, using wisdom and logic comes into play. It's like, okay, you just breathe, calm down. It's 6:09. You're not going to make it home. Let's go ahead and stop by Publix, which is right in front of the girl house. Get the rubber bands. Let her put them on Gregory McKay hair. By the time she finished that, it should be like 6:45. His hair won't unravel. And then we'll go to Starbucks, which is a 5-minute drive up the road. Make the kiddos sit in the front. Sit inside where it's nice and warm. They can buy themselves something. And I'll sit outside and teach. Patch, change your plans. I just looked online and said I can make it home in 38 minutes from right here. So I'll be home at 6:58. I'm finna get the boys and we finna go. So Peach Patch, at 6:55, I was about, oh my God, 7 minutes away from my house. My class started at 7. So I just decided to start the class in the car. So I would start on time, and then I finished it in the rent office. I did make it home in time for my class. I actually made it home at 7:02 p.m., but I started class in the car, and then I transitioned into the clubhouse. My kids, they went inside. They actually had got rubber bands already, so Gregory McKay's hair worked out. I just called my husband as soon as I finished class. I was like, hey, are you leaving? Because, it's Friday night. And he said, no, he's not leaving tonight. So I'm going to go back to the hospital, hold baby B for about 2 or 3 hours. I know traffic is about to be horrible, though. So part of me, like, here's that indecisiveness. But a part of me is thinking, go home for a second, see your kids, hug your kids, talk to your kids, so traffic can die down, and then maybe leave home at 12. Right now it's 8. Leave home at 12 in the morning and just go to the hospital from 12 a.m. all the way until probably 8 a.m. Just stay overnight versus leaving right now. Traffic is kind of bad in Tampa. And then coming back, I'm debating. Hold on, let me get my clarity. This is the indecisiveness. So if it's 8, I can leave now. It's gonna take me probably like an hour and 20 minutes to get to Tampa because the traffic is bad. And then I'll make it there about, we'll say 9:30 to the hospital. And then I'll do skin to skin with the baby from 10:30 until 11, 12, 1, until 1:30 a.m. And then I can leave at 1:30 a.m. and come home. That's another option. Decisions. All right, Peach Patch. So now that I'm done with my class, I'm about to head back to the hospital to be with the babies. I'm just gonna spend a night at the hospital tonight. Let's go. All right, Peach Patch. I just made it back to the NICU. Current time is 10:15 p.m. I feel better emotionally. My husband and I still haven't talked. He texted me. He was like, "Oh, you're not talking to me?" Pretty much like, "What would you like to talk about?" He was like, "I don't know." Then I guess we don't have anything to talk about. Man, whatever. How long you gonna stay mad at me? I'm like, I don't want to talk. Bye. You know? Then I called back and was like, you should just move out, you know? Just in my feelings. But I do feel a little bit better now that I know, like, he's not going anywhere tonight, so I can come back and hold baby B. I might stay all night. I might leave in the middle of the night. I haven't decided yet. Right now, I just feel stupid. That's the best way to explain it. Like, I'm really up here begging this man to, like, oh, excuse me, cuddle with me, be nice to me. And I just feel dumb. Like, girl, you don't need him. Patch, current time is 3 a.m. I decided to just go home because I want to get in my bed. One of the nurses was telling me the way they get sleep is with eye masks, because, you know, they work 7 to 7, so from 7 at night to 7 a.m. I said, I might try that. I know I have an eye mask, just don't know where I put it. But today has been an emotional day. I was just live on TikTok and YouTube, but everybody is so obsessed with, like, how I feel about my mom. And somebody's like, I know you love your mom. And I'm like, I don't love my mom. I hate my mom. And I don't have any intent of reconciling. Like, oh, if something happened to your mom, you're going to be crying all over her body. No, I'm not. You know, I appreciate my mom getting my kids just now. When I gave birth, she got them for one day. I appreciate it, but yeah, I don't see me reconciling or ever doing that again.